We are here with Giloh Morgan. My name is Tiffany Cano. I'm the CEO of Highly Perceptive People Academy. I'm in the cast and in a producer role of Pillars of Power being produced by the Los Angeles Tribune. And we have an amazing musician, composer. Oh, I can already feel your heart just oozing through the music.
Wow, I appreciate that intro. I need to take you everywhere I go. My goodness, that was awesome. I'm so proud to be involved with the Los Angeles Tribune and the Pillars of Power. Nothing speaks more than capturing a good place where people can build an amazing life and continue entrepreneurial journeys and just feel good about themselves. Yeah.
How long have you been doing music? It feels like, just from an intuitive perspective, since you were wee bitty, that like the soul of music has been flowing through you.
So my mom is from India. She came to this country, learned how to drive to take her kids to piano lessons, music lessons. So at 3 years old, I'm sitting with a guitar that hurt my fingers. And so we quickly switched to piano. So I stayed with piano, oh man, my whole life. Ultimately moving into jazz piano, moving into having an African-American church background, a gospel church background. So that builds your ear, but I was always a reading musician as well. Picked up trumpet when I was 12 years old, and I was just in love with that instrument. Upon graduate, in high school, I was in top honors in Arizona, went as a tenor to All-State, which is the best of the best. Now, let's go to high school. Best of the best in high school, is it really the best of the best? But it was. And I remember sitting we were in a choir class or something, and they weren't really counting any names to be read off. Hey, guys, these are the names over the announcements. These are the names that are going to All-State, blah, 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 Giloh Morgan. And it was just like, huh? Somebody made it? Oh! And it was just an exciting time. I have a sister. Her name is Giloh Morgan, who's an amazing vocalist. And me and her traveled this journey together musically, done some amazing things. I went and got my music degree. So I have a jazz piano degree, trumpet degree, and a vocal minor. And been all around the world playing music, writing. And I love music more than anything. I'm an entrepreneur, so I have my fingers in a lot of places. I do music for fun now rather than chasing it like I did when I was younger. And that's a painful journey. Having a top 10 record was amazing, called Dance With Me. Me and my sister went all around the world, and it was just an amazing thing to have such a huge song. She was on The Tonight Show. She was on Regis and Kathy Lee. It wasn't Regis and Kelly. Who's the girl now? Regis. The Queen Latifah show. So many shows that she did with this song called Dance With Me. So it's amazing. Also have a song that I wrote and produced in the movie Legally Blonde.
Really?
So, yeah. So that was an amazing thing. Music and TV shows here and there. And just amazing bevy, I'll say, of musical items that I've put out.
I love it. When you think of creating the music for Pillars of Power, what does it feel like to you? Like, what's the essence that is percolating through you?
So what I'm creating is going to be for each pillar. And I believe there are 5 of them. So there are going to be 5 distinct sounds and movements that happen through every time you're going to say the word Pillars of Power. You should hear this movement of 5 kind of pillars.
Yeah, so there's 5 pillars. So we have the money pillar, the relationship pillar, health and wellness pillar, the mental wellness, and spirituality.
So each one of those, whenever you mention pillars, you should hear this thematic thing that I'm dreaming up. So yeah.
Love it. What would be the tone for, let's say, the money pillar?
Wow. Okay. Money. I can't do that, right? We'll get in trouble. That was 2 seconds. That wasn't even 1 second of it. There is an old saying, very powerful saying, the love of money is the root of all evil. So I want to focus on, in that pillar and the creation of the music for that money is a tool that we use that opens many doors. So that'll be the feeling of that. So often we turn into this gotta have it, which even myself I did earlier in growing up. I was so focused on that, but my focus now is on it's just a tool. You can make it. You can go out there and make it. As an entrepreneur, I know I can go make it. Even driving here this morning, I'm checking. That's why when I came in, I was looking at my phone. Like, can you put your phone? We have to do. I was like, okay. There's something I need to attend to that is like devastatingly financially. But I'm like, okay, you know what? I can make it. Just relax. I'm here in this moment. So that's literally what that pillar will be. Is that it's just a tool. So that'll be the feeling of that.
Okay. All right. So how about relationships? Like let's bring in the Rico Suave love component.
Okay. So that will have exactly what you're saying. That will have a Rico Suave kind of feeling to it. It'll have a swishy, because I think when everyone thinks of love, it's a swishy kind of thing. And when we all felt that first thing, we didn't know what or how to what is this thing I'm feeling, and then we've later on learned that, oh, that's love. That's what love is. Okay, and we all have experienced that at some point in our life. So it'll have that mysterious quality in that segment of that pillar. So yeah.
When I'm tuning in clairvoyantly, I can see like musical notes, even though I'm not a musician and I don't even know what all the notes are, but I can see them kind of wafting in the air, and there's some colors that come through and some like energy and essence and tone. And even though, all of this is still a work in progress, I can see it like across the screen. It's so beautiful, just like magnificently beautiful. And I haven't even heard it yet with my like actual ears.
That's amazing. I need to take you with me to the studio so you can say what you just said while I'm doing some of this. No, I love how you're putting that and vocalizing that. And that's literally what we want to create. We want to, I've done some homework with some of the producers when they were first explaining the pillars and that. So I've been just listening to other work that's out there that is similar to understand that what drove this. Like music drives people. Music, literally, we have memories attached to music. Favorite songs are attached to music. Not favorite songs. Favorite songs obviously is music, but favorite events in our lives. We know where we were when this song was playing, when we first heard that.
Good and bad.
Unfortunately. And we have all done that. I have to know what this song is. Like, what song is this? We've all done that as well. So music is such a powerful part of our lives. I'll say this, right? So music is everywhere. We don't even realize it. When we're waiting on for Bank of America, we're listening to this beautiful love. No, it's not beautiful, lovely music, but it's this music that's just droning, but it's still music's there. If you play video games, the underlying bed of every video game is music. If you're walking in the grocery store, music's playing. We have music everywhere. And then we put on our own Spotify or play our playlist, and we're listening to music. We often take it for granted how much music we're inundated with. And all of a sudden when it's silent, hey, it's too silent in here. We've all done that too. So music really drives our lives more than we're willing probably to admit or ever thought about.
The spiritual sound of Om is like the music that's playing in my spiritual eye, and it's so like there's just this palpable presence of the divine, and I see the essence of that also in some of the songs that you're doing. There's that presence, that spiritual presence of the divine, whether or not you're consciously trying to create it, but I see that divine creation energy in your music, and it's just so exquisite.
Well, you mentioned Om. Om is literally to stop and relax. It's not life is going. We're all in the rat race. But literally that is meant to stop for a moment, and everything else is shut out. And if we would take, relaxing, meditation, stopping, a moment of prayer, all of that's important for us to recenter ourselves. And the music that accompanies that is often softer, is often, I don't want to say swooshy, but often meaningful. It's often droning, I'll say. It has droning sound. But it's meant really to stop us and relax us and get us away from the scatteredness that we feel inside, So looking forward to permeating that through this whole project.
So you've been doing music for decades now. I'm curious, what is your current focus, passion, drive? What's lighting you up right now?
Well, music is the light of my life. And I have my degree in music, and I play. I can just walk to an instrument, pick it up, and play it. And I will always thank my mom for that gift of learning to drive, to take us to music lessons. And ultimately, I fell in love with that, and I love that. Over the last 10 years, I'll say, I've been focused in an entrepreneurial journey. Recently, I built my company called Doctor's Touch. We have a product called Erase the Pain, which is helping people globally erase pain so that they have a better quality of life without suffering. We sponsor UFC fighters. We sponsor, there's a kid who's a 100-mile-an-hour baseball player. We're sponsoring him. I was just in Danbury, Connecticut, where we were working with Spice City football club, amazing professional football club. So we're helping sports players with our product. I'll say this, if you need muscle recovery or your muscle aching, you need our product.
Well, what kind of product is it?
It's a roll-on, and you roll it on, and you will feel immediate relief from our roll-on. Natural ingredients. We have one that has natural ingredients and another one that has lidocaine in it. And I mean, you can go to doctorstouch.com to find out more information about that. But I believe in helping people. And if you have a problem that you're solving, then you have a business. So if you're solving a problem, you can get an audience of people and present that to them, and hopefully it resonates with them, and you can help them in many ways. Yeah. So.
Wonderful. Walking all over this gorgeous mansion. Oh darn, I have a hard job. But I was like, oh, my feet and my back are, 3 flights of stairs up and down, up and down, up and down. Do you have that product with you? I want it.
I have it like 30 yards away. It's right out there. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, so when we're done with this, I might, put a little rub-a-dub rolling.
It is yours. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
And then I'll go and order mine later. Thank you. And out of curiosity, what had you be a yes to being wanting to compose music for this film?
I believe that people need a positive shot in the arm. I believe that people need to be pushed in a direction. I believe that there's so many people who don't know. And you're one hello away from $1 million. You're one hello away from feeling good. You're one hello away from, you're a smile away from that. You could smile at someone and, man, somebody smiled at me and just brightened their day. So we're always one thing away from a more positive direction. Same thing, you're probably one hello away from feeling bad or whatever. But I want to focus on the positive direction of things and just understanding that having synthesized that there are 5 directions, 5 pillars, that's amazing. And to have categorized that. So there's nothing about that I don't line up with. I love it. And it is going to be so powerful when it's all finished and said and done, and we're sitting back watching this and understanding that it's going to help millions of people. That's the amazing thing about this. This is going to help millions of people get their life back on track. This is going to help millions of people feel better about themselves. This is going to be, people need to hear, I can do it. They need to hear that, because too often, I was watching a study. Kids are 96% of every kid is a super genius, but in adulthood, it's only 1%.
Whoa, wait a sec. 96% kids genius, 1% adults. So we basically unlearned how to be a genius and dumbed ourselves down, probably through trauma and negativity and stress.
Instead of letting the kid be free, and obviously you got to have some kind of rules and manners, but color outside those lines. Let the kid be a kid to figure out stuff. And literally, when I was a kid, my son would jump off of the couch and I'd catch him. Like, what made him know that I would catch him? He's free to just go and do. He would climb up the most amazing things. But I guarantee you now at 21 years old, he won't do that. He won't. And as a matter of fact, if he jumped off the couch into my arms, he would kill me. So he would flatten me. No, but somewhere along the way, we snuff out those dreams. Those dreams, or they're snuffed out in us. And that is a tragedy. Myself, that happened. And as much freedom and as much music as I've created and produced, there was a time in my life where it was, you have a curfew. You can't make music anymore. And I was like, whoa, what is going on here? That's not how it should be. And you have to overcome that. You have to dig deep, because if you don't, or if you don't have someone to say, I believe in you, if you have someone to push you along, you will live a life. We're not just here to breathe oxygen. Hey, how are you doing? I'm just breathing oxygen, looking for another meal. We all have greatness in us and something great that we can accomplish. And sometimes you need a little push in that direction. And I believe that the 5 pillars, the pillars of power, are going to do that for many people.
I love it. I love it. Kids are so fearless in general, I mean, there's some timid ones too, but fearlessness, in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, of the very first soul quality is fearlessness. Of the 26 soul qualities, fearlessness is number 1. Because anyone who's on a path of consciousness, spirituality, transformation, we have to tap into that fearlessness. And so there's a spiritual and an energetic science component to what you're talking about.
I'll tell you, you mentioned the Bhagavad Gita. Biblically, let's go for another amazing book that stood the test of time. 365 times it mentions fear not. That's one for every day of the year. Fear not, because I put strength in you. Fear not. Imagine hearing that. If I could hear that every day for 365 days, that's amazing. Yeah. So we have to latch on to things that will give us power. We have to latch on to things that will literally help us to be fearless, like you're saying. Yeah.
Okay, so we all go through moments of struggle, and there's been times in my life where I've had a lot of creativity and those creative juices flowing, and then times where maybe my heart was aching or I was going through something tumultuous and my creative juices weren't flowing so much. What advice would you give to people who want to reignite that creative flow and juice?
You got to get back up and try again. All of us were kids. People watching this, we're kids. But all of us learned to walk. But we didn't learn to walk the first time. Well, I did. First time I stood up, I was walking. No, none of us did. And we don't know either the amount of times that we fell. But we know we fell. And for whatever reason, it didn't hurt as bad when we were kids, because we just brushed it off. And we should go be like a child in so many ways, because they brush it off. They go again. They're trying again. And before you know it, we're running. Now, we are celebrated for the moment when we do get up and we are walking and, oh, my God, walking. So imagine that celebration in business. Imagine that celebration in your life. Oh, wow, you got it. So you have to get up again, no matter what. You got to surround yourself with people who are going to help you get up again. You can't have that friend group that's going to be like pity party me, woe is me. If you got the woe is me people, lose them right away. Any negative people? No. You got to find people who are going to push you. And pushing you doesn't mean that they're going to agree with everything that you're saying. Who wants that either? But pushing you means that they're going to be like, no, I'm going to challenge you in this part of your life to be better here. So you got to get up. I've been through places where I haven't been creative. Another thing you can do is step away for a minute. Especially if it's a project that you're working on. If you're writing a book and you're just stumped, step away. Get recharged. Call a mentor. I'm going to tell you, you have to have a mentor in your life. And this is a mentor. The real mentor will tell you exactly how to do something. Not the ambiguous guy you see at the gas station. Hey, man, how'd you get the car? Oh, you got to get in the game, No, I don't. That's why I'm asking you. I'm asking you because I want to know. So the mentor is someone who tells you A, B, C. Here's how you do it. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. small steps on how to be successful. And I'm blessed to have those kind of mentors in my life. And it took me a couple of bad mentors to understand, like, wait a minute, what is a good mentor? This is a good mentor. So you got to find a good mentor.
Yes, someone who walks their talk, who demonstrates that, lives the life authentically, congruently. Yeah. I love it. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing the finished product of our Pillars of Power movie and listening to whatever sound and music and beauty and creation that you are weaving in throughout our movie. So you must come watch this film, whether it's getting your booty to the theater or catching it on Netflix, Amazon, Gaia, Hulu, anywhere that it's available. Come watch Pillars of Power and listen and pay attention to the musical genius and the notes behind the film, and think of Giloh Morgan as you do. Much love.